That was a decision based on love and responsibility. I couldn't keep watching my oldest son make bad choices without being able to be there for him when and if he needed me.
You've been married 3 times, and when you say them words, yes, I do, I'll be with you forever, blah, 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 and you say you mean it, why do you end up going, do you know what? No, get in there.
The foolishness of the having it all image that modern women have. Having it all explained. Welcome to Manosphere Highlights Daily. In the movie Marriage Story, starring Scarlett Johansson and Adam Driver, they give you a good impression of how having it all is supposed to look like for women in modern day society. The term and the idea became popular in the 80s. The phrase having it all refers to finding success in your career, raising a child, maintaining solid relationships, and still finding time to take care of yourself and look and feel your best. Fast forward to the 2010s, and the term having it all has taken a new meaning. These 3 powerful words now refer to whether or not women can meet the unrealistic expectations of raising a family and climbing the corporate ladder. This video contains spoilers, so you've been warned. Now before we get into this, we have to respect the YouTube guidelines. That's why you will get a censored and filtered YouTube-friendly version. Unfortunately, it takes away the full experience and lowers the quality of the content. So we've decided to put the original, uncensored, and unfiltered versions of our videos on Patreon. So if you like what we do and you want to experience our content to the fullest extent, support us on Patreon. Now it's time for us to dive into this and do what we have to do. Because we men and we. For the Patreon gang, I'm gonna show you the full clip first and then we'll break it down. For YouTube, we'll jump straight into it. He walks into the new house of his ex-wife. Now this is a movie, so drama is necessary. He couldn't just ring the doorbell because that would ruin all of the drama that he's gonna experience. He meets the new boyfriend and the boyfriend already gets along with the mother of his ex-wife, followed by this awkward silence with the boyfriend just nodding his head, confirming he's the new guy. And his ex-mother-in-law kind of looks at him like she's been caught cheating or something. More about the new boyfriend later. His son comes into the picture, also with a toy gun in his hand. This is a sign that his son also gets along with the new boyfriend.
Hi.
Hi.
Can I get a hug?
Another awkward moment. Hi.
Hug?
Hi. Can I get a hug? Hi. More about the son later. Now it's time for us to get into the foolishness. The ex-wife comes home.
Don is dead now. I shot the scene where he merges with the ficus.
She got an Emmy nomination.
She's a great actress.
No, for directing.
She got an Emmy nomination, not for Best Actress, but for Best Director. The reason why this is funny is because it's unrealistic. For the people that don't know what an Emmy Award is, an Emmy Award, or simply Emmy, is a trophy presented at one of the numerous annual American events or competitions that each recognize achievements in a particular sector of the television industry. The Emmy is considered one of the 4 major entertainment awards in the United States. The others being the Grammy for music, the Oscar Academy Award for film, and the Tony for theater. One does not simply get nominated for an Emmy Award. Let's take a look at the last female nominees for Best Director in 2020 and 2019. I want you to pay attention to the clips, alright?
Here are the nominees for directing for a drama series. Dana Reed, The Handmaid's Tale, Holly. Lisa Brulman, Killing Eve, Desperate Times.
When you look at these clips, it shows that we're not talking about those low-budget independent web series that you've decided to shoot with your DSLR camera. Even though some of them are really cool, there are levels to this. The Crown? We're talking about a TV series that costs like $13 million per episode. Homeland, $3 million per episode. A rookie director would most likely not get the job. Take a look at the female directors. They all have one thing in common. It's called the wall, and they all hit it. What also stands out is their credentials. Leslie Linka Glatter, 66 credits as a director. Dana Reed, 36 credits as a director. So let's focus on the director with the least experience. Lisa Brulman, 9 credits as a director. When you go to her website, you will see that she has done some work. Lisa studied film directing at the University of the Arts in Zurich. Blew My Mind is her first featured film and was honored with 3 awards at the Swiss Film Awards in 2018. This movie put her on the map. 2 years later, she directed 2 episodes of Killing Eve, leading to the Emmy Award nomination. As a side note, Lisa doesn't look too bad as a 40-year-old, and Hollywood has a reputation for shady stuff behind the scenes. Just saying. Scarlett Johansson's character Nicole has 0 experience as a director, has no credits as a director. She's an actress that worked with her ex-husband, who is a theater director. Theater and television are not the same, and a year after their divorce, she's already nominated for an Emmy. And of course, they have to rub it in his face.
Congratulations.
Thanks. Now I know what you were so obsessed with all the time.
Now I know what you've been so obsessed with all the time. No, you do not. You don't know shit. We call it unrealistic expectations for a reason. Let's take a look at the basic job description of a film director. A film director manages the creative aspects of the production. They direct the making of a film by visualizing the script while guiding the actors and technical crew to capture the vision for the screen. They control the film's dramatic and artistic aspects. Only in fairy tales and movies, an inexperienced person becomes the director of a big budget TV series and immediately hits it out of the park with her first swing and gets nominated for an Emmy Award. It's not impossible, however, it is an unrealistic expectation. Now I told you I was gonna come back to the new boyfriend. New boyfriend looks above average, right? Probably would get a higher rating than the ex-husband in the looks department, which is important when it comes to having it all, right? They don't say anything about his profession or anything because this is not about him. But in reality, he would probably make good money and bring some status with him. They make everything look so lovey-dovey, right? Statistics show that in the United States, 67% of second marriages end in divorce. In real life, Scarlett Johansson is in her 3rd marriage at the moment, and her marriages seem to last for 3 years. So don't look surprised when Scarlett Johansson gets divorced in 2023, because 74% of 3rd marriages end in divorce. Everything in this movie came too easy. Their son is the ideal kid. He has no problems with the actions of his mother at all. Gets along perfectly with the new boyfriend. Let me show you a clip how Peter Andre's son puts his mom on blast.
How can I feel like, obviously my real dad is...
I like when you say you're real.
You've been married 3 times, and how, when you say them words, yes, I do, I'll be with you forever, blah, 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 and you say you mean it, why do you end up going, do you know what? No, get rid of it.
You've been married 3 times. You don't need to be a grown-up to understand that your mama is the source of this foolishness. Get him, boy, get him!
What would be your dream then? Are you happy with Kieran now, or would your dream be with Dad? What do you tell me?
Well, basically, I do like it, but why? Can you tell me why you broke up with Dad?
Woo! I just love that face. Why are you embarrassing me on national television? Your son is not embarrassing you. It's you that's embarrassing yourself, because everything that you do is for yourself.
Would you like to share?
Okay, she'll cut the long story short.
Would you like to
Okay, I have told you why our dad split up. You know, I don't care. I told you why.
Tell me why.
It's complicated sometimes, Junior.
He thought I was with another man. I told you that.
I told you why. I don't care. It's not just about telling him why. It's about seriously thinking about the impact your actions have on your kids. This having it all foolishness doesn't work if it ain't all good.
There are many factors, but I think the biggest one is what happened to me, which is that I hit a tipping point, right? I was leaning in for all I was worth. I was in a dream job, and something I did not expect, which was my son had a rocky teenagehood, hardly anything unusual for parents, but I just tipped over. I couldn't do that and still do a job I truly loved. And I'm fortunate, so I was able to go back to a flexible job as a professor, and 4 years later, 5 years later, things have worked out very well.
She had to make a choice. She chose to go home because she can't be at two places at the same time. She could not have it all. And that's reality. That doesn't mean that you can't be happy. This reminds me of Thomas Sowell's quote. I'm gonna end this video with this quote. And I quote, "There are no solutions, there are only trade-offs." End quote. This video has officially been highlighted.